On a clear day off the coast of COP, Turkey, something happened that defense experts said was years away. An unmanned fighter jet, no pilot, no human hand on the stick, locked onto a supersonic target dozens of miles away and fired a beyond visual range missile, and it hit dead center. This isn't science fiction. This is Turkey's KIZILELMA, and it just became the world's first unmanned fighter to achieve a verified BVR air-to-air kill. Not the United States, not China, Turkey. And the implications, they're absolutely massive. Let me paint the picture for you. 5 F-16 Fighting Falcons from Marfan Air Base streak across the sky in formation. But there is a sixth aircraft with them. Sleek, angular, and flying without a soul on board. That's KIZILELMA, Turkish for red apple. A reference to an ancient Turkish legend about unreachable goals. Ironic, because Turkey just reached one. The test scenario unfolds. A jet-powered target. What makes this different? Aircraft launches into the Sinop firing range. KIZILELMA's Morad ASA radar developed by Turkish defense giant Aselsan immediately locks on. The radar tracks the target, calculates intercept geometry, and feeds data to the fire control system. Then from the wing station, a GOK Dogan air-to-air missile drops free, ignites, and streaks toward the target at supersonic speed. Impact complete accuracy. Mission accomplished. Watching from F-16 cockpits above, Turkey's Air Force commander, combat commanders, and the CEOs of the companies that built this entire indigenous kill chain. Another Bayraktar drone, the Akin-Z, recorded the whole event. This wasn't a tech demo. This was a statement. Now, you might be thinking, wait, haven't drones fired missiles before? Yes, but not like this. Let me explain the difference because it's absolutely critical. The US MQ-9 Reaper, it's fired air-to-air missiles in tests, but only short-range within visual range shots at slow-moving targets. Think of it like shooting at a target 10 feet away versus hitting a bullseye at 100 yards while both you and the target are moving at 500 miles per hour. The XQ-58 Valkyrie, America's loyal wingman test bed, still in development. The technology behind it. China's Winglong 3 and FH-97, they've talked about air-to-air capability. They've shown missiles on pylons, but there's zero verified proof of an actual BVR engagement against a jet-powered target. Kima just did what no other unmanned platform has ever done. Execute a genuine beyond visual range air-to-air interception. We're not talking about hitting a slow drone. We're talking about tracking, targeting, and destroying a fast-moving jet-powered target at extended range using autonomous systems. That's fighter jet capability in an unmanned platform right now, operational. So, how did Turkey pull this off when no one else could? 3 words: indigenous, integrated, advanced. First, KIZILELMA itself. This isn't your grandfather's drone. Developed by BAR, the same company behind the legendary TB2 that changed modern warfare. KIZILELMA is a supersonic-capable unmanned fighter. It's got the speed, the altitude performance, and the payload capacity to carry and employ fighter-class weapons. Most UAVs are slow. KIZILELMA is fast. Second, the Morad ASA radar. Active electronically scanned array technology. The same class of radar on F-35s and F-22s. Now fitted to an unmanned platform. This radar doesn't just detect targets. It tracks multiple threats simultaneously, classifies them. Why no UAV did this before? And provides continuous guidance updates to missiles in flight. It's a mini AWACS radar on a combat drone. Third, the Geo Dogan missile developed by Turkey. This is Turkey's answer to the A120 RAM, active radar homing, beyond visual range capability, fire and forget technology, and it just proved it works exactly as advertised. But here's the kicker. This entire kill chain is indigenous. The UAV Turkish, the radar Turkish, the missile Turkish. Turkey just demonstrated a completely self-sufficient air combat ecosystem. No foreign dependencies, no import restrictions, total strategic autonomy. In the defense world, that's checkmate. You might wonder, if this is so important, why hasn't anyone else done it? The answer reveals just how hard this actually is. Challenge 1: Speed and altitude. BVR missiles need kinematic energy to reach their maximum range. That means the launching platform needs to fly fast and high. Most UAVs like male-class drones cruise at maybe 200 to 300 miles per hour. That's too slow. The missile never reaches its optimal performance envelope. KIZILELMA solves. What this means for air combat. This with jet propulsion and fighter-like performance. Challenge 2: Sensor power. You need a radar powerful enough to detect and track a maneuvering fighter at 30, 40, 50 m away. That requires serious electrical power, advanced cooling systems, and a large radar aperture. Previous UAVs either couldn't generate that power or didn't have space for the radar. Mirage ASA changes that equation entirely. Challenge 3: The data link problem. BVR engagements require continuous communication between the aircraft and the missile during flight. If that link drops, even for seconds, the missile loses guidance updates and the shot fails. Maintaining jam-resistant high. Final analysis. Bandwidth data links at long range while maneuvering. That's extremely difficult. Turkey cracked that code. Challenge 4: Fire control software. A human fighter pilot works with mission computers to calculate launch geometry, target aspect, closure rates, and no escape zones. Replicating that cognition in autonomous software requires insane computational power and software maturity. Most UAVs simply aren't smart enough. KIZILELMA is. Let's talk about what this really means. The formation of 5 F-16s flying with KIZILELMA wasn't just for show. That's the loyal wingman concept in action. Imagine future air battles. Manned fighters stay back in safer positions while unmanned jets like KIZILELMA push forward, detect threats, and engage enemies at BVR ranges. Pilots stay protected. Mission effectiveness multiplies. Costs drop dramatically. The United States has been developing this concept for years with programs like Skyborg and the Collaborative Combat Aircraft. Australia is pursuing it. China is investing billions, but all of them are still in prototype phases. Turkey just leapfrogged them all with a proven operational demonstration. This also shifts the global defense export market. Countries that want advanced air combat capability, but can't afford or politically access F-35s now have an alternative. KIZILELMA could become the export success story of the 2030s, just like TB2 was for the 2020s. And strategically, Turkey just joined an extremely exclusive club. Only a handful of nations can field indigenous fighters, indigenous radars, and indigenous BVR missiles. Even fewer can integrate them autonomously. Turkey is now firmly in that top tier. Off the coast of Sinop, Turkey didn't just test a weapon system. They proved a concept that will define 21st century air combat. Unmanned fighters aren't the future anymore. They're the present. And Turkey is leading the way. What do you think? Does this change the balance of air power? Is the era of manned fighters coming to an end? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more cutting-edge defense analysis, hit that subscribe button. This is the future of warfare and it's happening right now.